Hello and welcome back. As per the chat from the end of last stream, we have a new recruit. Aya. He's an Arcanist. And we finally have a Disabler. So glad. Still less glad it's an Arcanist. To be honest, I want Disablers primarily for boss fights, and Arcanists, in accordance with their stuff being passive and AoE, has relatively low infliction rates. Still, way better than nothing. Way better. It'll be a while before we can use her. Gotta have the memory conch level her up. Might even use the XP DLC. But once she's usable, I'll probably put her in the party and she might become a permanent fixture. Depends how the skills go. I think before we completely explore the next floor, let's accept these requests so that we can hopefully complete them as we go through. I know where this one is. Now we come back to the bar. This might be like the third or fourth time I found the coin if it's the same guy. I don't know about even if it kills us. Where I need to go, you might already guessed. To this E on the map. I think it is. There's no blindside. Good. Now, if I remember correctly, this is just a souped up Firebird. I don't think it has any unique skills. Might even be missing Corrosive. I don't know. That lowers... Oh, it's all attack. Good. Thought it would be all physical attack. Fire shouldn't deal anything to this thing, so I'm just curious this. I think defend for insurance. I could use that to negotiate some TP back, but we're going to instead null it with guard order. I was going to use that this turn anyways. Aren't using Great Warrior yet. Let's set that up. Or should we? Let's try our Spirit Assist. That's a nice damage. So still doesn't use any fireball. And it's pretty much dead. Its normal attack should finish it off. Let's negotiate back some TP on someone just to end. Let's do it with Narcia. You normally wouldn't be able to negotiate on yourself. Pretty easy once you've found the spot. Alright, so the next request is to get some mint. And I remember where the second take point is, and we are a long ways off from finding that. Back to the palm tree territory. Glad Academy learned Take. That will make finding the mint a little easier. I've been using just a little bit of overkill on this. Even though it'll be a 2-turn fight, I still want to find the most TP efficient way of killing this thing. But I don't want to risk its whole palm tree cannon. It's only resistant to Fold. And let's just go with the standard stuff. I'm gonna have to just do long thrust, echoing slash. Alright, so negotiate, TP back to Claire. Thank you. Looking forward to when we can one-turn those things. Alright, so there's some immediate and more mint. That's not enough for the request. Oh, we're supposed to go into the freaking HQ to pick up that mission. A guard told us about the same spot before. Definitely didn't do that last mission. Because we're going back, let's... At the risk of Narcia going into shock, let's try to get this TP efficient on a turn 2 kill. So I'll... Double long thrust would be the same as doing one spear assist, so... The only thing I can see cutting back is the Claw Sever getting swapped out for Echoing Slash. and then putting in an attack order in the front line. Alright, so as long as we don't have any extra enemies to deal with, and it's just the palm tree, this should work out, and maybe Akemi can even just do a normal attack. Great War would be the same cost over TP-wise. Alright, let's just try normal attacking, and for safety measure, we'll do line heal. So let's negotiate Treya's TP back. Alright, so normals will kill it back. I thought Equium Slash. Would this do the trick? Find out next time. Now, this Reinforce will be really good for Narcia. Royal Veil's nice. I think leaving it 2 is good for now, since we have other forms of active healing. I really do want to max out these orders as soon as possible, but we don't have the skill points. Just get the arm skills, now you have more elemental coverage. Could we just normal attack these guys to death? I forget. Let's try it. Yeah, 3-turn kill with normals. Or 2-turn with crits. Now to go and accept that mission. Huh. Getting by without a guild must be rough. That's right. So was it 3 or 6 mint that we need? So because we are using Equium Slash, I think even though it would cost a bit, let's upgrade your off katana. Might start seeing the Kami deaths. For all this does have it up. We'll turn both requests in at once. We'll put it off until we have all the mint. I mean, I'm hoping we won't, because I don't want to lose use of Narcia until the next Labyrinth. Sovereign's good. Well, I guess that would give an opportunity for Maya to show her worth. So she should only be like maybe level 3 right now. What to do here? Double claw sever. Could do spear assists, but that's weak to fire. Let's try killing this slobbering vine first. Oh, there goes spear assist. Let's give up with echoing. Long thrust, and you can't use skills. Let's see, who needs TP the most? Probably Shreya. Alright, now just normal attack this thing to death. While negotiating Kemi's TP back, so you can go a little bit more wild with the skills. Narcia is going to need some TP restored too. Try to fit that in next fight. Okay. Damage tiles would be a little bit difficult to map, since we can't walk on them. Or technically we can, just it's going to put us in danger when we get to a random encounter. Give out like that? Eh. One should be fine though. Step over. I feel like there'd be an event here, but there probably isn't. Nope. Oh god, this room. I think I know what this room is. I hope it's not that room, but it just might be. Now here would be a good opportunity to use the guard soul, but I think I'll rely on Narcia's Monarch March here. First, get this random encounter out of the way. Don't want to enter this when we are low on HP. I just have to hope that Trey and Claire don't get armbound. That'd be an issue. Good. Alright, we'll just normal attack to drag out this fight so Narcia can get negotiation off on herself. First, get Claire's TP back up. Oh, it's gonna die this turn? That's unfortunate. Alright, let's, I guess, just do a guard order on the back. Let's get Kathy's TP up first. And negotiate on yourself. There we go. Now we can kill it. like 50% of our wealth. Go back and map out this corner. Okay, preemptive. Yeah, let's use this time to get Narcia's AP back up once more. So then, gotta run that back. If I was a bit retroactively, I could have just done a force boost to half the TP cost as well as buffing the front line. Oh well. Now then, let's see. Do Claw Sever, but we'll definitely survive. So, both the cheap skills. Go. I have to have those two tiles.
What?
Let's tempt fate. My policy is to tempt fate. Every time. As long as it's not a blind side, I'm okay with this. Alright, this is going to be a little bit difficult, but hopefully we can find out a one turn if we use our force boosts. Hopefully go before, because Spiricist always goes last. Let's just try out this, and then get reinforced to heal everyone up. Honestly, I don't know how I stopped the ambush. I'm just gonna chalk it up to Claire. I'm not sure how she managed to spot it. That was a one turn. It's good to see. I can just do some standard stuff, I guess. Standard skills, standard costs. Guess just bring a Highlander. Oh man, I haven't had a battle that nasty since I think the first time I played EO3. Yeah, I'm on heroic. Seem like I'm not? I see the take point, but I probably do have to just take the damage. It's not the right tool. Depth perception strikes me again. Alright. Guess we can ignore the tiger and just normal attack our way through the Firebird. Oh, that still hurts even from the back. Alright. Great Warrior. A debuff. Yeah, let's get the healing in. And... Alright, now we do front command. It's a while since I used this. Yeah, probably is the level. I have a... I'm not sure if it... I don't know how to interpret this, but I have a habit of over-leveling in these games. Because Akemi's level 19, and, like... in my original party, that was actually the level that I entered this whole labyrinth in. So... Plus, I have had to farm for items off stream, and because we have very few frontliners pretty much these three Akemi, Trey, and Cleric are almost always in the party. We just don't have enough people to swap them out with. Yeah, I haven't used the XP DLC yet. I have it because, well, it's an emulator, so I've got all the DLC. I've only done the money DLC once just to see how much it can give us. Other than that, it's just been straight grinding. Get everything I've got now. Is this renewable or one-off? I think it's a one-off though. Oh yeah, that'll definitely do it. Like, I happened to get Etrian Odyssey conditional in my first playthrough, I think at around Labyrinth 7. And my Pugilist was then just dealing like at least 1,000 damage to everything, even bosses, and it was easy mode. Yeah, that'll do a lot of damage. even if you don't use the drive skills. Oh, that was a nice heal. Please tell me it's renewable. Oh, it's one off. Oh well. I suspect there's treasure in here, or an ambush. Could be both. Oh wait, I think I know what this is. I think I do. No, I do not. It's not what I thought it would be. This might just be an empty room. Gosh. Oh. I'm trying to remember when I broke the economy in X. Because all you need is... yeah. If you have a party with 4 farmers and a survivalist, and you sub all the farmers as survivalists, and you sub the survivalist as a farmer, you then get Nature's Bounty and Harvestry. You basically end up getting like 20 plus rare items for every time you harvest at a point. Like, we'd go to 2 harvest points and our inventory would be at like at least 50 out of 80. And it would be mostly rares. So through that, you're able to very easily get Endall. Have to make like 3 or 4 trips into each labyrinth just to farm everything, and you'd end up with like, gosh, I think it's like 2 mil per trip, so maybe like by the end of the day I've got like 6 to 8 mil Endall. Like a lot. We've only got 1 farmer in the guild though, so we can't do that. It's gotta be a steady trickle throughout time, but also having to arm 52 people is a huge drain on your coffers. 6 million sounds like a lot. That's a lot for 5 people, but for 52, that's like enough to arm 1 person. Well, on to the fight. Let's do front command, but instead, let's see what claws ever on the back. I now deem the lion as being a higher threat. Yeah, what you want to do is get one of the, the encounter decreasing skills. Like Farmer has Safe Stroll, Survivalist has Cautious Steps. They do the same thing at max level, but it reduces the encounter rate by 85%, which means you will at most encounter 1 battle as you're traversing the entire floor. And then Farmers have Flee, which has like it was like a 70 or 85% success rate to flee to the stairs for that floor. And if you have like 4 farmers that are all using Flee, you're gonna escape, and it also has priority, so it goes first before anything can act. And then you also, while you sub Farmer Survivalist and have a Survivalist in there, is for the blindside negation. So it's like exceedingly rare to even get to have the blindside actually go through, meaning your farmer team can be buck naked and they will be safe, much safer than your advanced party. That's Echoing Class to Firebird. Oh yeah, those guys do respawn instantly. Oh yeah, like, I've never had a Flee fail either, but looking at the skill data, it does have a chance to fail even at max. Just never seems to. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's just how the RNG plays out. Either way. just wondering if I can import my save data from a 3DS into this emulator, and I can show you guys my guild. Because we're on the super boss, the first of the 2 super bosses, and admittedly I haven't played it in a couple of weeks, but I've been trying to find out how hard I can handle it. Now, do we go back to town or do we continue? Let's go back to town, see if we can get the mint after resting at the inn, and then advance. Yeah, it does. If you do have the same gather skill, it does have a reduced rate after the first go. Yeah. But the thing is, with Natural Blessing, that one activation gives you like 10 to 20 items. So it might only activate twice or thrice instead of like all 4 or 5 times, but you'll have like half your inventory after one use. Alright, use Legion Thrust to take care of these guys. It's been a while since I've fought Army Wasps. Just debating if I want to do the single target route or the multi-target route. Multi-target. Right? Nope, can't use front command. That's unfortunate. We can use Flame Rush and can do Spear Assist as a follow. We can also negotiate. That's true. Yeah, I like to make multiple to each class, because there tends to be at least 2 main builds for each class that you can make. So I end up making at least 2 of each class. I tried to make 3 in X, but I could only see 2 builds for some classes, like Harbinger. Where it's like you're either a debuff and scythe focused, or you're debuff and heal focused. You just can't get by without the debuffs because of the whole Endless Shroud procs. Yeah, true. Gosh, I made a full guild roster in like every game, and I put up the QR codes for my EO5 guild on the QR mega thread in the EO subreddit. I don't know where you could find that QR thread now since it's been unstickied. But like, there's actually 2 people missing from it, because at the time I put up all the QR codes, I was at 28 out of 30, and then I filled in the last 2 slots afterwards, and I didn't really bother to copy the QR codes over. Like, what you'd be missing is a human Maserau and a brownie shield bearer in my guild, but the rest of them are all there. They're all 99 or 99 with all the ultimate gear. Yeah, there's 2 ways you can do it. The first way is to... There's a wireless function, at least in the newer 3DSs, that allows you to transfer files wirelessly and over a local network. So if you do that, then you can just copy the QR codes over. Like, download them from your 3DS onto your PC and then upload those screen captures. Or the way that I did it for the EO5 QR codes is just take out my phone and take a snapshot of the QR code, and then shift the screenshots from my phone over to my PC. The problem with that is you should double check the QR codes work, because your shot might be a little too blurred or a little off angle. Yeah, then you'll have to use your phone. You can scan your own QR codes, it's just that when you succeed, the game will tell you, this is your own guild card, you can't recruit people from here. But it still lets you scan it, that's how you can check it works. No, we shouldn't alter his personal effects. Is he gonna freaking make a double tails too? One more level, and then we can finally invest these skill points. Meantime, antibodies. I don't remember how many copies of each class I had. There's at least 2. So there were 20 total classes, which leaves 10 free slots for duplicates. Yeah, I guess I could have had 2 of at least half the mastery titles then. You know, how high is Maya's level? 4. Now, Kvasir is kind of funny, but from what I've been seeing on the subreddit, I seem to be in the minority in liking Kvasir. I mean, like, the thing with Kvasir is that while he's a fun character, he's a horrible person. Like, I would not like to meet Kvasir in real life, but as a character, he's a fun guy. Let's see if we can get that mint. Has claws ever reduced the blunt of those fangs? Let's see, is it weak to fire? It is not. Actually, let's see if Flame Rush can take out one of those oozes. Almost got it. Good to know for future fights. Toss everyone after the fangs. That's kind of bad. Well, normally sleep is kind of but with a hard hitter like this, oh boy. Yeah, echoing stronger than normal attack, and long thrust just to be safe. And refresh. Now I need to negotiate. The I know that I remember my final boss killing party that I used to like 5-turn the super boss in 5 was a Blade Dancer, 2 Barrage Pugilists, a Spirit Evoker, and whatever the heck the buff focused Shaman was. I don't think the Shaman Mastery mattered in that party. So all you needed was an attack buff and an elemental buff out of it. Which I think just the basic Shaman kit had. Okay, let's Bolt Slash that one, and then we can normal attack the other. We need to waken our CF, let's be over quickly. How that party worked was, it was centered around Blade Dance. And we had the Blade Dancer, of course. I forget if they had any self buffs in the class kit. But if they did, then they'd be buffing themselves up. But it was 2 Barrage Pugilists would work together using 1-2 punch to completely bind the boss. If we get an ailment off, even better. Spirit Evoker would have all 3 zombies out and would use the Ultimate Coffin's weapon skill to debuff the enemy. That's like a 50% MDef debuff. And then the Shaman would just put an attack buff on the party and elemental buff on the Blade Dancers. And so then the Blade Dancer with all 4 katanas would, of course, do Blade Dance, while the 2 Barrage Pugilists would do Leading Blow, and the Spirit Evoker would do Wraith Dance. So each Leading Blow would hit 4 times, for a total of 8 hits, and then the Wraith Dance would hit a total of 9 times. So you'd have way over the hard cap of 12 chases for Blade Dance. And with how buffed up Blade Dance was and how debuffed the boss would be, end up being like 7k per chase for like a total of... I remember actually calculating the damage 1 turn, it was like 92,000 damage in 1 turn. In 1 shot, 1 turn most bosses once you get all the buffs up. That was not the party I used to explore though, or even go through most of the game. It's just one I came up with when trying to figure out how to tackle the super boss. And yeah, it fully disabled the super boss and then killed it in 5 turns. I'd say it worked. So enough about my party. What's your weird party? Yeah, it is. I have to like get my copy of EO5 out because I actually keep it in the original box that you get with the pre-order. So it'd take a while to get the cartridge out and put it into one of my 3DSs. Oh yeah. So I'm guessing you used a shield bearer? Alright, level 20. Now we got 4 skill points to spend. And I gotta take a look at the skill build for Akemi now. Okay, so we can get Twin Swallows, Endure Command, Morning Star, Twilight Hour, and Peerless Demon. Or Reincarnation. Well, I like Twin Swallows. Yeah, I remember correctly, most people for the Necromancer would use the one that sacrifices their pawns for high damage. So not Spirit Evoker. So I don't know what your other 3 classes are, though. Let's see, there's Head Pierce, Legion Burst, Bloody Offense, and Fist Death. That's kind of impressive. Okay, Shaman Harbinger Master. Crap, I forget what the Master titles for Harbinger are. Which skills to get now? Because I'm not entirely a fan of Legion Burst. I know it's an all attack, but melee drops off in the back line. Oh yeah, that... While I've tried parties without binds, I tend to really like binds. Like, while I know I prefer to be a swordsman in terms of self-inserts, I've got a thing on for pugilist. There's so many binds. I guess go for Head Pierce.
Yes!
You will get Bloody Offense.
Yes.
Without a brownie, I'm really wondering how you handled healing. I mean, I know it's possible. I've done a no healer run in EO5. It was a strange run. I thought would go horribly. It was like after 100% of the game, to kill time for EOX to come out, I started a Earthlane military run, which was just 3 fencers and 2 dragoons, all human. And that was the party, and I used that to get through just about the entire game. Really surprising how effective it was. Like, the dragoons could team up to set up bunkers in the front line really quickly, and the fencers could rock each other's chases. I'd say Blade Dancer is the normal one, or at least the optimal one. As well as Divine Herald. Deathbringer I forget though, because I don't quite remember what the mastery titles were about. Harbinger, yeah. Okay, Akemi's gone, Narcia's in shock. Crap. Okay, let's end this really quickly with a K-Bog. Get Akemi back up, and you can't use skills. Yeah, the Blade Master title was... I guess it was more common just because it was a more versatile one. But the better one in terms of, like, killing everything really quickly was definitely Blade Dancer. Well, it was that... So what happened was the Tiger used the Volt Fang on Treya, so it did splash damage to Akemi and Claire. And then, before Akemi could get off, before Claire could get off her Legion Thrust to kill off the Palm Tree, they Coconut Cannon, and that killed Akemi. So basically, Claire didn't go fast enough, and that resulted in death. Means Narcia is now a dead slot. She's gone to a panic attack. Well, back down to get a new person in. Yeah, I guess Divine Punisher would be the better one. So it is an offensive-oriented type of buffer. Again, I forget what the distinctions were, because I really only used the base kit and Shaman. So the mastery didn't quite matter. Let's do Legion Thrusts. Actually, okay. I probably should have gotten a Morning Star, to be honest. That'll give us some extra line piercing damage, and I also probably should have gotten you Bloody Offense, because Claire's got the stronger Legion Thrust. That's true. There is a hierarchy, so I think Paralyze would override Blind and Poison. This might be the same hierarchy as it was in 5. They tend to change it a little bit between games. Like, Poison used to be way down below. It could only be overridden by Curse and Petrify. But right now, yeah. Like, this has the lowest priority, this is highest priority, so if you've got Blind, that can be overridden by anything. True. I didn't really use a Necromancer at all in my main party. My main party was... Gosh, I'm gonna have to remember this, because I did actually change up my party on actually a floor-by-floor basis. But what I ended up selling on for the post-game stratum was... I know it was a Chain Fencer and a Rover. Those two worked together along with, I think, a Deathbringer. Gosh, I'm having a hard time remembering the other party members. Just remember that it had a lot of ways to proc the chases so that you could kill enemies pretty quickly. At least the hazardous ones. Even though we've got enough mints, I want to know if it's one of those. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Honestly, it sounds a little bit closer to the party I used in the 14th Labyrinth here. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna check if that quest required optionally 6. I guess not. Alright, I'll just take the mint with us. So the party that I ended up using for the 14th Labyrinth was a Shogun Highlander, an Imperial Zodiac, a Survivalist Landsnatch, a Medic, which the sub I never quite optimized, so it didn't really matter, and a Protector Ninja. And yes, in that order, with the Medic and Protector being on the back and Survivalist in the front. Yeah, Pugilist was... They could do a lot of damage on top of binding. In X, they got nerfed really severely, so they're still good binders, but their damage is like really conditional. But how my X party worked was you could one turn pretty much every random encounter in the 14th Labyrinth, and the whole deal was that the Shogun would use front command on the Protector, the Imperial would do Excel Drive on whatever the highest priority enemy was, then the Survivalist would do Quick Step on the Imperial, the Medic would do Chase Heal, and then the Protector would do Line Shield on the front line. So basically any time the party got attacked, front command would activate because all the attacks would be redirected to the Protector. Then Chase Heal would keep it topped off, so very useful party. Don't think it would work that well for boss fights, but for the randoms it was really good. Which is why I was pretty glad to get Akemi into the guild, because she's a Shogun Highlander. Not quite built the same way, but still, Nice class combination. Gosh, I forget what Grave does exactly. What I'm remembering is that it was a counterattack skill, just like front command, where you just target an ally and every time they got attacked, the race would counterattack. The way you sounded, what you just said reminds me of the suicide bomb, which I think was a different skill for the other mastery. Because that suicide bomb could one-shot things. Oh yeah, that's right. I kind of remember, was it like 300% or something per hit? Maybe it's 500%. So I vaguely remember seeing the stats for Grave and wanting to try using it, but never really got around to it. It's unfortunate, but can't use freeze arms. Or anything. Alright, so who will replace Narcia? Could be Villa, could be Yuzuko. Charlotte could, but she'd overlap with Kathy a bit too much. Wait, the counterattacks would carry over? Huh. If Maya were a higher level lead user. So Villa it is. If I ever do 5, probably on stream, I'll try out a Grave party at some point. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, I decided to get the Reap skill because I'd already invested in them. But I just might rest her off screen. Because I personally don't find the Reap skills to be all that... They cap out at like 35% base infliction rate. Which isn't terribly good. But it's better than nothing. It's kind of a theme with the Sables in this guild. Better than nothing. Oh yeah. Alright, so I can get a Hopper G on. I feel like Frontline might like that. Oh. Only Backline can get it, so... Get armor upgrade. Yeah, I'll keep the Fawn Shoes. I have to say, in my first playthrough I kept the Fawn Shoes way longer than I should have. Because I really want that axe speed up. I still don't know exactly how much it increases axe speed either. I wouldn't really be using an arm guard from a anyone. Red guard, yes. Spine guard, too. Not really arm guard. Well, yeah. I think I might be calling Hellblade Blade Dance, or whatever. It's the one that chases everything, including ally and enemy attacks. Because that one, if you get it elementally buffed, you hit a weakness, and you also debuff the enemy and buff everyone. It's just ridiculous. That's what I base my super boss killing party around. See, though, maybe you didn't have that tough of a Hellblade. Because my Hellblade, if it hit an ally, it did like at least 2,000 damage. Ain't nothing surviving that. I'll keep the ward chime. I know I probably won't use it, but I'll keep it.
何何あ変なんだよ
Oh yeah, I maxed it out.
何何はあ
Maxed it out 4 katanas. Because the whole idea was you had 2 pugilists in there, 2 barrage brawlers, so they could fully disable the boss and it wouldn't get to attack, so we never had to worry about friendly fire. I can't say I used the shield bearer much. Like, I tried to use it when I first got into 6th Stratum, and I found it wasn't what I needed. Still had a lot of deaths. I kind of tend to lean towards for randoms, I lean towards kill everything before they can act, and for bosses, it's disable and burst. Oh, so you probably buffed the whole party with it, didn't you? Okay. Because I think I just, unless it's an AoE buff, I think I just buffed the Blade Dancer with it. What skills to use? Let's try single target. We don't have Narcia, so I can't use Negotiate to restore TP. Already miss her. You know, this is a super boss, or rather a post-game boss in the game that it comes from. Oh, we're gonna be in the labyrinth for a while. Oh crap. I think we're gonna have to do our first quick save playthrough. since there's no way we're getting out of here by the end of the stream tonight. Which also means I can't grind in between sessions. Not true. I remember allowing us to rest, but I didn't remember that let us save. Then again, normally I don't really turn off my 3DS, I just put it into sleep mode. Long time no see, Shalaka.
僕はシリカ、冒険者じゃないんだけど。
Then it might be the whole autosave on rest option, which I did turn off. I'll probably turn it back on the options without going to the main title.
あなたたちは?
Yeah, we were your customers for a while back when we were in Etria. But you keep showing up battered and injured. At least nothing's too severe. You still have Kathy to heal you if you need it. Probably all just unprepared. So we still have Monarch March. That's nice. Alright, let's see if it'll prompt us to save.
皆さん、お疲れ様。
いえ、何でもありません。お先に失礼します。
それじゃあ、僕たちも休もうか。
First time I've seen that.
頑張ろう。
Oh, there it is. Have to save. Didn't get to save. There it is. Hey, Governor Yod normally sleeps for like half an hour per day. A freaking full. Gosh, how many hours was that? That was from like 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. I don't know, but that was well needed. If we're normal humans, that is. Oh god, longest llama. I remember these guys from 2U, and I forget how similar they are to X. God, I hated them in 2U. However, for now, I'm going to prioritize the tiger. Is it weak to fire? It is not. I've checked that before, but I do forget. Let's do stifling. It's our only real defense. I'd really prefer us having Sovereign right now. God damn it. Let's use Force Boost to ensure that one long thrust is enough, because I gotta use bloody offense. And Blind Keel. I could do paralyzing from the back. And we'll probably just be dead this turn, so just normal attack. We're just gonna have to put up with that debuff, aren't we? Oh, is it just physical attack or all attack? Alright, just physical. So you can do a Bolt Slash, Spear Assist, Spear Assist. Right, bunch of red tiles. And shortcut. Remember, this is definitely a shortcut, not a one-way. I wouldn't mind, but our inventory will probably get pretty full if we do. Like, eventually. Can't sell anything after all. As long as Llama can be poisoned, and it's resistant to both fire and bolt. We do not have ice, so like, feeling it's just always going to take a while. Well, I would like to use bloody offense, it just get cancelled out. Alright, now just have to preserve TP, I'd say. Refresh, and then Chaos Armor is up, so let's try Toxic Creep. Yes, got the poison. And Akemi is almost dead. Let's get it. All right. Yeah. Don't tell me how to explode. Oh, it's an ooze, isn't it? Oh, it's a lot of oozes. Oh, one we haven't seen yet. Okay, how are we gonna handle this? Now, I still don't quite know what the Towering Ooze does, just because in the first playthrough, I always killed it before it got to act, so... time to find out, I guess. Oh, you can't use a Force Boost. Use it earlier. Yeah. So you can thrust it back, because then that plus Flame Rush should kill it. Yeah, we can paralyze the front, so that's good. And this armor does not increase infliction rates, so I'm just gonna have to go with this. Oh, look. Big kill it without long thrust. Yes! Keep paralyzed. But, oh god. See, this is where sleep having a higher priority than poison comes in handy. Alright, good. Poison wore off. Now we're gonna have to kill the Towering Ooze pretty quickly. You need to heal yourself. Already done your dues, so... get roaded. There we go. Now it's just the poison guys left. Do we use Bolt Slash or Nay? It's not for the moment. Instead, let's try to Paralyze again. But instead of that, there's useless on the front right now. There we go. Whew. Very glad Kathy did not get put to sleep. Things could have gone very differently if that happened. Alright, that's the other side of there. Probably an event or something in here. You could try learning soul transfer. That'll bring them back from the dead, right? I have to point out, I just noticed there's a gear right here in the scythe. I didn't notice that till now. Also a gear here. Huh. And I'm wondering how those sides worked. So I'm continuing ahead because it's exactly midnight. Get back to the tent and wrap things up. It was a very short day. That will have to continue survival mode next week. Maybe tomorrow night. Do you guys want to see this tomorrow night? So I kind of want to get this over a bit sooner so I can grind off stream. Yeah. It's the first time I've seen that. It might be the emulator. It could actually be in the game itself. I don't know. Do you guys want to see a stream tomorrow night? Alright, I'll pick this up tomorrow night. Hopefully get back to town. Okay, see you guys then. Thanks for watching.